All right, so I think we'll make sure this is on. There we go. Do you, Steph?
Sorry. There we go.
There we go. Okay, all right, we got a little bit of sound now. Plenty of sound. Okay, well, I want to welcome everyone to a fun announcement. And we're going to have a couple of folks talk today. And as a reminder, we're at our incredible Albuquerque Sunport. And of course, masks are still required, but as we've done during COVID for the speaker, you can take off your mask. And so let's talk about the New Mexico United, because we want everyone to know that when you fly into the Sunport, it's the home of our awesome soccer team. So you can see behind me this amazing display, visual arts exhibit that is going to be rolling throughout the United season right here at the Sunport. And I think people who've been to our airport know how awesome the artwork is and how incredible this particular display is. We use it for Balloon Fiesta, different advertisements. And so today we're announcing a wonderful partnership with the New Mexico United. And it's primarily around different wonderful promotional activities that we're doing throughout the airport. And so we've all got amazing stories of either going to away games where our wonderful United fan base travels, or even when that other team comes into town, we want them to know they're in United country. So this is a great way to do it. And what I really want to do is introduce the owner of the United to share more about the impacts of this partnership. So let's bring out Peter Trevisani. Peter?
Awesome, great stuff. First time in their life, one of the first images they're going to see is this image behind us. And what's incredible about that is essentially you could really spend, honestly, you could spend a lifetime and still not see all of New Mexico. But when you see this image behind us of fans coming together, screaming, waving flags, smoke bombs, showing their collective pride in New Mexico, in an instant, you know what it feels like to be New Mexican. In an instant, you feel that New Mexican pride. And that carries with you when you leave this airport and you go out in your journey and you spend time in New Mexico. And that's going to be happening over and over and over again thanks to this partnership. From a team's perspective, boy, we've had some of the greatest moments right here. Some of our very first moments. In 2018, when our head coach at the time, Troy Lesane, 9 months before we ever kicked the ball, walked into this airport for the first time, came through the old revolving doors. We had a couple dozen fans on the other side with drums, singing, waving flags. Thank God no smoke bombs, so no alarms went off. But what an incredible feeling for Coach Lesane to be treated like family the second he walked in. What an incredible rally point of community the airport was that day to welcome someone and to show what it means to be New Mexican. And that repeats itself over and over again. When our team leaves and travels on the road, we have people, we're greeted at the counters, the ticket counters. When we go through the TSA security, they're always wishing us well. I'm sure they've seen more bags full of cleats, dirty socks, and soccer balls than they ever thought they'd see in a lifetime. But it fills us with so much pride. And when we land in another city and the pilot comes on and wishes New Mexico United good luck and the plane erupts and cheers, that just fills us with this sense of pride so we can export New Mexico to the rest of this country. And that happens over and over and over again. It always feels like family here. Another great moment, the last moment I'll share, right now we're in the Open Cup, which is the tournament in America that decides who the best team is in America. We compete in it. MLS Cup teams compete in it. We won our first game last week. We're playing again next week in Phoenix. But in 2019, we made it to the final round, to the round of the quarterfinals, rather, the round of 8. And I'm going to share this picture. For that game, we actually chartered a plane, and we had 300 people who came together that day. And we took this picture down by B6. In this picture, you're going to see people, half of the people here had never been to Minnesota. And I talked to everybody on the plane on that flight to Minnesota. There was a dozen people who had never flown before, but they chose this moment to come together as New Mexicans and rally around. And we didn't have 300 people, 300 fans traveling to Minnesota for 3 days. We had 300 ambassadors for our state that day that showed their collective pride. It was incredible, incredible. And there are people today that fly here from Minnesota and come to our games because they met people on that trip, and they've adopted our team as sort of a sister city and a sister club. That's what this partnership is about. It's about pride, it's about community, and we couldn't do it without the Sunport and without the city of Albuquerque. So thank you very much. We can't wait to continue, and when we bring home a cup, it's going to be right through this airport together. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Peter, and what a great example of, you know, not just a local business working with our airport, which we always love doing, but also, I love that term, ambassadors for New Mexico, whether it's our fans or the team itself, and then a wonderful display of pride when folks come in to this airport. So in that united spirit, we want to acknowledge, of course, our amazing Sunport, and this Sunport is the gateway to New Mexico. And I love that story that Peter shared, is the story that pretty much every New Mexican shares if they weren't born here. And it's like, this is where we put our hooks in people, and often they never leave. And that is an awesome thing. And so as part of the Sunport's both tourism efforts, but also celebrating all of New Mexico and Albuquerque, I want to introduce our director of the airport, Richard Mccurley. Richard?
Thank you, Mayor. And I just want to say thank you to Peter. It's truly great to have this partnership with you as being the travel partner with the New Mexico United. The way we look at it is that New Mexico United is a state treasure, and we look forward to the opportunity to support them as our own pro soccer team, as a gateway to the world for them. With this partnership, we're proud to announce that the Sunport will serve as official travel partner with them. Passengers from all over the world will have the opportunity to purchase their merchandise here at the airport as they arrive here for one of the games. And as the Mayor and Peter mentioned, they'll come through with a truly immersive experience when they come here to the airport. Not only will they see displays like this, but as they travel through, they'll see many other opportunities to advertise and to just exemplify the New Mexico United team. Also, we look at, please keep an eye out for some exciting Sunport activations we'll have at games throughout the season. So when they come through, you'll see some exciting things at the game that'll advertise the Sunport, put us out there across the nation. United is New Mexico's team, and we are proud to show visitors that we are united. So thank you so much. We appreciate y'all coming out. Thank you.
All right, so I think that concludes our remarks. You know, we're certainly available for questions. I don't know if there's a whole lot here, but as a courtesy, want to see if there are any from folks in the media. Yeah.
Are there any financial commitments from the city to the Sunport for this partnership here?
Sure. In terms of the financial arrangement, Richard or Peter, you guys want to go through that?
So for this arrangement, we're doing an in-kind agreement where they will have the advertising here at the airport to, broadcast out about New Mexico United so that when passengers come in. But at the same time, we have the opportunity on an in-kind so that at the stadium, we'll have our advertisement out there to help promote the airport. What that benefits for us is that we get our name out there. When their games are broadcast out to the nation, Sunport will be in the background there when it's scanned across the stadium, so that across the nation people know that Albuquerque Sunport is here to serve them.
Yep.
Where is the gear going to be sold at here? Is there going to be a United store inside the Sunport, or are we looking at the city shops here?
Good question. Your question? Ron, do you want to answer that? Lisa? Anyone?
As you can see, this is a joint effort on all of our parts. So our partner Stellar is going to be the producer of the sales for all of the New Mexico United merchandise. So it will be sold pre-security as well as post-security.
All right, anything else? Got to bring back the New Mexico Bears. Okay, thanks so much.